Listen vision, listen vision. DC's #1 recording studio. Listen vision. DC's #1 recording studio.
Everyone, happy Sunday. This is your girl Bridget Davis in the building again, your host tonight for Ustyle Magazine's Sexy Sundays over here at Listen Vision. I thank you guys for tuning in. I know y'all probably are a little bit disappointed, all my Redskins fan, but I kind of told y'all they wasn't going to win. Now, I told y'all that, so you can't get too mad at me. Tiva, I'm sorry, baby, but you knew this had to happen. I want to thank y'all right now for tuning in. I told y'all after the game, tune in to your girl because I'm going to have another Sexy Sunday here tonight. So I appreciate you guys hanging there with me. First of all, I want to send my condolences to one of my sponsors, Mr. Miles Rawls over there at the George Goodman League. He lost his mom on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. But I just wanted to send my condolences to him and his family. You guys are definitely in my prayers. I appreciate everything that you are doing for me. And I just wanted to let you know that you're in my prayers. And if there's anything that I can do to help your family, of course, you know where I'm at. Please reach out to me so that I can extend my help to you. So I just want to just tell you, keep your head up. Mom is in a better place. Mom loves you. Talk to her anytime you want to. She's still there. She's listening. So just keep your head up, brother. And thank you, because you are definitely appreciated. Everyone in the city loves you. We're there for you, and we got your back. So don't forget that, brother. And I will see you on Thursday at your mom's homegoing. So thank you again. Also, I want to thank everyone for continuing to tune in with me, continuing to follow me on Facebook. Of course, I'm at Facebook, Bridget Ustyle Mag Davis. I'm sorry. Looking at my phone, I'm so sorry. And on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, I'm Ustyle Magazine. Make sure you're subscribing to my YouTube channel as well, because there you can catch all of my previously recorded broadcasts. You can catch them all right there on YouTube. I have them up for you. Also want to thank everyone for sending me all of your event invites. I'm trying to get out to all of them on my Saturday. So please continue to send those to me. I went to an amazing event that was held yesterday over at Pentagon City. Those ladies, Antoinette Marie, she's with the Statement Piece. They had an amazing event over at Pentagon City that was hosted at the Shoebox, which is an absolutely gorgeous place, you guys. They have some beautiful shoes there. So you guys have to go and check them out. She had a beautiful collection that she was showing everyone. Fell in love with the it looked like it was I don't know, because I'm not one of your fashion bloggers, but I got her in the building, so she gonna let me know what it's actually called. But I'm just gonna say a flowing tulle dress. But it was amazing dress. But she has a beautiful collection. So you guys make sure you check her out. Check out her stuff. And also make sure that you get over there to Pentagon City to the shoebox. They got some hot shoes over there. And again, it was an amazing event. They had wine and cute little cupcakes. They also had a nice display from the Sugar Factory. So, yeah, you guys make sure you get over there. But I want to thank Antoinette Marie for inviting Ustyle Magazine out. I had an amazing time. But I also have some more awesome events coming up. Starting this Saturday, I start my On the Move podcast with Ustyle Magazine. So I'll be coming from behind this desk, coming to your business. And first up on my list is going to be Mr. Marcus Jones over there at Boxercise Fitness. I'm going over there to work out with them on this Saturday at 9 o'clock. So I'll be over there working it out, boxing with them guys, and we're going to have all of it on video. So make sure you guys tune in. It should be a lot of fun. What else do I have on the list here? I have so much going on, you guys, honestly. And I don't even have my calendar with me, but just continue to follow me on Facebook. I try to put down and list everything that I have going on so you guys can come out and not only support me, but also support the businesses and the brands that I'm trying to get out and support as well. Again, shout out to Mr. Mitch Cradle for pushing everything, giving me all of the great advice that you've been giving me and showing me how true professionalism is done. So I appreciate that. I appreciate everything that you're doing because I'm watching, brother. I'm paying attention, and I am getting myself together. So I thank you for that. I'm going to end this intro for now because I want to get prepared for my guest that I have with me tonight, Miss Ramia Henderson. She is with the Rebirth of Style. She's going to come on and we're going to talk all about fashions. We're going to talk all about the great event that she held where I first met her at. So we're going to talk about that event. We're going to talk about fashion. We're going to talk about style. We're going to talk about her brand, the Rebirth of Style. So we're going to get down to all of that. So it should be a lot of fun. You guys stay tuned. Give me about 2 minutes. Not even 2 minutes, right? About 1 minute. And we'll be right back. Hey, you guys, welcome back. I am sitting here with my special guest, Miss Ramia. Is that how am I pronouncing? Ramia.
Yes.
Miss Ramia Henderson. I told y'all she was going to be in the building, and she's here with me tonight. How are you?
I'm fabulous. Other than the rain, I'm fabulous.
I know. It's pouring down, so I'm so glad that you came out in the rain
No
to
worries.
sit with me. So I appreciate it. How are you doing?
I'm doing fabulous.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you so much for coming.
Oh, thank you for inviting me.
No, thank you for coming. So please, first of all, give everybody a brief introduction as to who you are for those that don't know.
Okay. My name is Ramia Henderson. I'm born and raised D.C. Out of Anacostia Southeast. Balloon Nights. Woo woo. We
All
just
right.
won our homecoming.
Awesome.
Just recently.
Okay.
But I'm born and raised D.C. Actually, I went to American University.
Okay.
Out of American, I studied computer science.
Okay.
And
she's smart, y'all. Look at that. Beauty and brains.
I've been a computer scientist / programmer / everything you name it in the IT world for the last 24 years.
Okay.
And not just recently, about 6 years ago, got into the business of sewing. Started out doing hobbies, sewing for myself, sewing a little bit for friends and family. And then, I don't know, the bug just hit me, and I started my own brand, started my own company, The Rebirth of Style. Probably about, I think I incorporated maybe 2 years ago.
Awesome.
And then from there, it just kind of became my love and my passion that I'm pursuing now.
So this is my question, because you say, I mean, it's funny to me how you went from one field to the next field. What happened in between that made you say, this is what I want to do? Because it's like night and day.
So as a little girl, like I used to like make things for dolls and stuff like that. And I think my passion for like drawing and things like that from way back when kind of just, I don't know, hit me one day.
Exactly.
I always used to have clothes made by a custom tailor and things like that, like in my early 30s.
Okay.
And so my hairstylist came to me one day and said, like, you can make that. I'm like, what? Like, I don't have time for it.
Right.
Like, it's too complicated or whatever. So, long story short, 5, 6, 7 years ago, 6 years ago, I started sewing with a lady out in Clinton, Maryland, with a group of ladies, and it just came natural to me. So, all the money that I was spending with this custom tailor and going to the department stores, not really finding the fit that I wanted, or the type of like fabric that I wanted, the quality. You wash things, they shrink, or you wash things and you get a hole and you don't know how to fix it and things like that. So I think just fast forward, like I just didn't want to throw away money, and I wanted quality garments, and I wanted something to fit my body type. And I just started sewing.
Isn't that awesome? So you've had no formal training other than sitting there with the old lady gang, and because I know it wasn't nothing but a bunch of old ladies. You can't tell me that.
They are older. Right. They are older. However, the lady who actually runs the center, she used to work for Singer, some of the big houses that made sewing machines.
Exactly. I remember because my mom used to have a Singer sewing machine.
Like G Street Fabrics and all of that stuff or whatever. She's worked in all of those stores around the metropolitan area. So she opened up her own sewing center. And so, although it's not, FIT of New York or anything like that, she basically pours into her students, and it's not the normal formalized instruction, but you just bring your patterns or whatever you want to make, the fabric, the notions that go along with it. You bring it to her. She helps you make it.
Exactly.
And over time, like, it may not be like a formalized instruction, but over time you learn like the basics and some actually very complex techniques too. Because
I was going to say, like, what's the most intricate piece of clothing that you've had to make?
I think nothing has been let's see, that's a good question. I think working with leather, like the leather top that I have
Did you make that? Because that is so cute.
I think working with leather is the most delicate, because you have to work with glue, and you have to the stitching, like you don't want holes in it. Once you make a hole in leather, there's no return.
Exactly. And it's so cute because even the back is a different material.
Yes.
That is really cute. Okay.
So I think leather is probably my most favorite to work with.
Okay.
Probably the most complex are plaids, and actually we talked about like what's in, what's out.
Exactly.
And 70s plaid, like I've done a lot of plaids for my wool, for my fall lines.
Okay.
And so I think matching plaids and matching the lines and things like that, it takes, it takes some patience.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now the name of your brand is The Rebirth of Style. Where did that name come from? It's very unique.
Actually, so again, my hairstylist. Shout out to Michonne.
Hey, Michonne.
Fabulous. She's also a sister in sewing as well. Actually, so I'm sorry, what was the question?
No, it's okay. It's okay. The meaning behind the rebirth of style. Like, where did that name originate from?
So we were just sitting around one day, and I told her that I wanted to launch a brand. I told her that, you know, we both have trouble like finding things. She's very tall, but rather petite, smaller but very tall. I'm probably really like, I was a size 6, size 4, whatever, but the only place that would have like the perfect fit for me was Nordstrom.
Okay.
Like if I tried to go to like Marshall's, it may not fit right, or if I went to some other department stores, it may not fit right. So we started talking about like what was there in the market and what was available, and how we just like, we're so over it. We just want to make our own stuff.
Okay.
And also like the trend, even though I'm wearing leggings or whatever, and we're wearing, you know, similar things.
And I'm gonna tell y'all, she's just saying leggings, but I wish I could see these boots though. I wish I could make her put her foot up here on this table. She got on the hottest pair of boots right now, but anyway, okay.
So, you know, you walk around and you see young ladies who are basically, I don't know whether it's because they can't find the fit that they want or like the quality that they want. They kind of like succumb to like what's just being marketed. Like what's the cheapest thing? What's the quickest thing that I can get my body into?
Okay.
And
so it's safe to say they don't have the problem that I have, honey, because I go in the store looking for a size 6, knowing I don't wear no size 6, but you can't tell me I don't wear no 6. So let's just say they don't have the problem I have.
Yeah, but like there's a way to dress up anything. There's a way to dress up leggings. You know, even though I hate Uggs like to death, like there's a way to dress up everything. And I see so many really like wrong choices.
Right.
Either the stores are selling just wrong, or the women are like just succumbing to what they think their body image should be.
Right.
And they're putting things on that either don't fit, or it's not the right color, or it's just
so it's safe to say you probably feel like the old saying, everything is not for everybody.
Right, exactly.
Right,
so when I was thinking about the name of my company, I was just like, like I want to bring back like classic style. So basically the rebirth of style is bringing back like what I think is stylish, what I think that every woman in terms of like, I normally do dresses and peplum tops, but I stick with women's wear. But I wanted to bring back more classic style that either you could wear to work or you could wear after hours, and you're not basically slutty.
Right.
And you're,
I hear you.
but you're still like sexy. Like,
Exactly.
you can be sexy, not show any skin.
Exactly.
For example, there's a young lady on Project Runway right now. She's of Muslim faith, and she's killing it. Like, and all of her garments, like you can't see like a lot of skin. Like she, you know, things are sexy and tasteful or whatever, and she's not showing any skin whatsoever.
And that's where rebirth of style. I love it. I love it because I know that
and not that I make clothes that don't show skin, but because I've been known to make some things, but just like it doesn't have to be so revealing all the time. There's a time and a place.
Exactly. Now, I first met you when you did, I think this was your first annual fashion show,
Yes.
and it was called the Runway for Cure DC. Exactly. I was going to say it backwards. And it was, first of all, an amazing event.
Thank you.
That was your first time having this fashion show.
Yes.
Where did the idea come from? I know it was centered around breast cancer, but is that something that you dealt with as far as maybe like a family member? You know, because a lot of people kind of get into the breast cancer awareness because they've had someone close to them. That has either succumbed to breast cancer or are going through treatment. Right. So is that something that was more dear to you, sentimental wise?
So we did partner with the Pink and White Affair. So thank you so much for that partnership. And their main focus and their theme of their event is breast cancer awareness. So we did keep that in mind with with our event and kind of align the theme. Second to that, though, is I do have close friends, a very dear close friend who does have breast cancer, and we've been supporting her through her personal trials, ups and downs with it. And my father had prostate cancer.
Okay, mine too.
So cancer, the cause in and of itself, means a lot to me. But I wanted to know like more about how we can help.
Exactly.
With keeping in line with the theme, thinking about my friend and what she's going through, thinking about my father, thinking about the support, thinking about basically like my mother had very good insurance. Okay. And so my father didn't have to want for anything. We didn't have to go through the trials and tribulations of like, Obamacare with all the all the controversy over that. He didn't have to go through any of that.
Exactly.
So with that being said, I wanted to look for my event something that we could give back to. And I found Breast Care for Washington in Southwest DC.
Okay.
And it was something that was like near and dear to my heart. It was, near like my high school alma mater. And they were giving back to the women in that community by giving funds towards mammograms and awareness.
Awesome. So I know you're going to do it again.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, it was such an amazing event, and I mean, and everybody was from my end and what I was seeing, and everyone that I interviewed, they were so happy to be there. It was definitely a great cause, and everybody understood that, they recognized, and they were there to try to do as much as they could for it. And I think that's great. That's great. Not to mention, I got a glimpse of all your fashions, and they were hot.
Thank you.
How hard was it for you to put on an event that?
So I told you about my IT background. Basically, I'm a project manager in IT world by day, and by night and every minute around that. I'm a fashion designer. So I've had events where I was participating as a designer, but this was the first time that me and my team, shout out to Coco.
Hey, Coco!
This is the first time that my team and I actually produced one ourselves. So, some of the clothes, some of the garments there were from previous fashion shows, but a lot of the garments were from scratch. I actually did casting for all the models, for all of the designers in the show. And we wanted to actually cast women who had breast cancer or were breast cancer survivors. So in the show, I don't know if anyone paid attention, but every woman who was either diagnosed or a survivor had a corsage on their arms indicating like they were a survivor.
Nice? I didn't know that. Now I'm gonna have to go back and look at the pictures. I feel bad. But that is so sweet.
So basically, the time that it took to put all that together, and I was actually a designer in the show, it was definitely a labor of love.
Oh my goodness, I am sure. And so you designed all of the clothes that your models wore for Rebirth of Style. Wonderful. Isn't that something? Well, we're going to take a break for just a second, just to kind of gather everything. You guys don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Stay tuned. Hey, you guys, welcome back. This is your host, Bridget Davis, over here at Ustyle Magazine Live Radio. I'm sorry. Thanks for staying with me. Again, my special guest for tonight is Miss Ramia Henderson. She is the owner and
CEO
designer. And designer. I want to make sure I get it right. So we were talking about the event that you had for breast cancer. So I think that's amazing. So did any of the proceeds, I'm assuming, went to?
Yes. So we were able to donate proceeds to the Breast Care for Washington.
Right.
And Liz Davey, who basically is the head of communications and events over at the center, she basically let me know that our donation went towards the mammography for at least 4 women.
Awesome.
Next year, we are definitely shooting for greater and much more of a donation to them, so
and
that
you
we can
will
make a bigger dent in our difference over there. So we definitely know where the money was going towards, which was a goal of mine. So I wanted to have something, some facility or some cause that we can donate to, which was local, that I could like reach out and touch.
Exactly.
I do want to basically like do a plug for them because they provide screening for women who are uninsured or insured. So if there are any women out there, particularly around the ages of 40 to and above, basically, if you haven't gotten screened, please check them out. You don't have to be uninsured to go there. Their facility has one of the, I think the one of the like, but the only 3D mammography like in this area. So their facility is right there over in Southwest and available, and they're just doing great work in the community. So I really want to, on their behalf, like just tell folks to check it out.
Exactly. And what's the name of the organization?
The Breast Care for Washington, D.C.
Okay, the Breast Care for Washington, D.C.
Yep.
Awesome. Yep. Okay, so now I want to get back to as far as the business aspect of Rebirth of Style. What do you think is the hardest thing of trying to, I guess, stay focused? Considering that you also have a career. What do you think is the hardest thing for you, just trying to stay focused?
So I was online the other day, and someone was talking about like how to give your passion the same amount of energy, focus as your 9 to 5. So I'm a project manager. I want my projects to run well. Like I'm, 5 o'clock hits and I'm still at work.
Right.
And I also have orders, and I have customers, and I have events, and I have all this other stuff that I need to pour into regarding my passion after hours.
Okay.
And so the balance of, how do you pay the bills with the 9 to 5?
Yeah.
And this was your post.
Yeah, because I want to know. My thing, look, I don't have a problem reaching out, because I'm telling you something. I sit at my desk every day and I'm like, Lord, I need this job. I have bills, but I'm just gonna keep it honest. This 9 to 5 is really interfering with what I got to do.
Your post.
That's right.
Online
because I want to know.
And we went back and forth about like how do you do the balance, right?
Exactly. And it was some great responses, wasn't it?
Exactly.
Yes.
So some people are like, you may not have the financial backing to leave that 9 to 5 right now. So what do you do? So some people are like, okay, you have to make sure you save, and then you have a plan, and then you jump. And so,
but you can't always just jump.
Right.
Now, look.
Right.
The Lord say, I'm gonna give you this dream, but don't be no fool now. Think it through.
Exactly. But you do have to get out of, I think, the paralysis of living in fear. So me and my girlfriends, we talk about this all the time, about like my fear and jumping out there, like when's the right time, and whatever. So basically, you have to have a plan.
Right.
And I know people say that, and it's so vague, and it's like, okay, well, what does that mean?
I know. It's still like, okay, I'm
I
still
have a
stuck.
plan. Like,
Okay, right.
So, I mean, I can tell you from my standpoint. So I started out sewing for myself. Then I started, pitching to friends and making my friends wear the stuff that I made. And then they tell other people,
right,
and then it grows. And then I started thinking about the business side. Like, okay, well, what if, like, I just make something and strike it rich? Like, what about my intellectual property?
Exactly.
Like, I want to, make something. I don't want to just go, do my URL, get my company name, throw a website out there, like, oh yeah, I have a business. Like, no, you don't. You're not registered in the state of Maryland.
Exactly.
You have a logo and it's not protected.
That's right.
So you have to think about, yes, there's a passion and you're producing things, but there's also the business side. You need to protect your passion.
Exactly.
And either that's by the licenses in the city and in your state, incorporating, getting your URLs. If you're like myself, you want to give back to certain causes. Is that an incorporation? Is that a 503?
That's right.
So what is all of that?
Because you don't want to just be giving your money away.
And what does that mean?
That's right. Exactly.
For the runway for Cure DC, we gave away. We donated to Breast Care for Washington, but next time around, I'd like the benefit of some of those discounts that go along with a nonprofit. So you have to plan that. So you not only have to plan, okay, what's my escape or my exit out of my 9-to-5, you also have to plan how to protect your business when you do escape, when you do exit.
Exactly.
And some of that is saving money. Some of that is actually getting the knowledge you need to build a business, build a brand on the business side.
Exactly.
And some of that is, marketing. So there's so much. People are trying to get followers on Instagram, trying to get followers on Facebook, and maybe not so much anymore. You're trying to get your YouTube channels and all of this kind of stuff. And how do you do that effectively to either monetize it or just monetize your brand?
Exactly.
And so there's so much stuff out there. People are, people pitch you things all the time. Oh, pay me $100 a month and I'll give you all this information and you just go do it.
And you're sitting there but wait a minute, I'm trying to build, my brand you did. Right, exactly.
And so some of it, is a money making machine
I agree.
for them as well.
Agree.
So that's how they monetize their selves. But I think one, having an exit plan from your 9-to-5, which probably means saving. Not probably. It means saving. Because if you have rent, utilities, a car note, car insurance.
Because that's the thing. You still have to live.
Right. So all of that, I'm going out and I'm drinking or I'm buying shoes or I'm doing all this other stuff. I'm buying, $10 coffees. You have to scale it back.
I was going to say, because Starbucks sees me every single morning.
Right. So, it comes a time where you have to scale it back and budget.
Right.
Balancing that checkbook, which is a long lost, I guess, art.
I know. Do people still balance checkbooks?
Well, I have a client who basically, she wrote me a check and I was like, okay, well, I haven't found the fabric yet. I didn't even cash her check. I held on for it. I don't know, 3 days.
And she probably was like, can you hurry up and because I need to balance?
She said, when I wrote it, I balanced my checkbook. It's gone. I don't.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So,
okay.
Some folks don't have that, what's the word I'm looking for? That gumption to not spend what they don't have.
Right.
And so basically to exit, you have to save.
Exactly.
You have to have not have to, but you need to take care of your livelihood, your house, your kids, your whatever. You can't just jump out there like you said.
Right. Yeah, you can. You can listen to that all day long, but you got to be smart. You can't just jump. Some of us can't do that. Some of us can't just jump.
Right. And then sometimes you have things that you're spending money on that you can cut back.
I can't cut back on Starbucks. I need that now. Wait a minute now.
Like getting your hair done every Thursday, like myself. But anyway, so, but there are things, that over time, like I think that you can cut back on some things.
Right.
And if it's, you need to incorporate and, whatever that site is online, it costs you $90 or $150 to incorporate. Okay, stop spending your money on Starbucks. And
look,
save $150.
You ain't got to say that now.
Save $150, incorporate, that's your first step.
Right.
And then, you get to, you might want to do your trademark. Okay, that might be $600. Okay, every month you spend, you save $600. You incorporate. So it's like, it's steps.
Right.
You can't just jump out there like, so anyway, I'm going to get off that soapbox.
Oh, it's okay. So, I mean, what was the hardest thing for you? Like, what was the hardest part for you when you were like, okay, I'm ready to launch Rebirth of Style? Fear.
Overcoming fear.
And I was going to say, and what method did you use to overcome that?
I'm still there.
I know, right? I was waiting for you to say that.
Right. I'm not going to be like on this high horse about, yes, I am, no.
That's right.
Still there.
Exactly.
Because I'm still at my 9 to 5. I still am struggling with like, okay, how do I save what I need to either, lease my brick and mortar place. I want a storefront. Like online is
and that's
great.
What I was going to ask you, like,
and
what's
everybody's,
your goal?
doing the online thing, online store, whatever. And you need that. Like, you have to do that.
Right.
Like, people aren't like, these major department stores are going out of business.
Yeah, exactly. Because more people are doing online shopping.
Right. But I think that what I enjoy most about making clothes is the custom, one-on-one, like customer,
So do you do a lot
service.
of custom?
Everything's custom.
Awesome.
I don't have any boutique. Like, I don't sell boutique things.
Oh, okay.
Like the resale of things from China and wherever they make it.
Exactly.
I make everything from scratch. So yeah, I just think that I would prefer brick and mortar, a storefront. So I think the hardest thing for me right now is really, if I do want to do that, what tools can I use? Can I use like a consignment shop to sell my stuff in? Can I do some of the pop-up shop things to build my brand? And then I think the challenge with that with me currently is like, who's going to work for me? So now I have an employee. So now I have to scale my business to
but not only that, what's also scary when it comes to that is the fact that someone else's livelihood now is in your hands. So you have to be more diligent and making sure that you're building constantly. Exactly. Because there's someone that's depending on a paycheck from you.
The same thing occurs in IT, right? So I'm a project manager for a team of probably 7 to 8 people. And so there's some people who are very experienced on the team, and then there's some people who need direction.
Right,
and so if I stepped out there, have an employee who is now selling my stuff at either like a shop or a brick and mortar, then I have someone depending on me, and I have to basically have a solid foundation before I bring someone else into my business.
Exactly. So where does because I'm sitting here now and I'm looking at your peplum blouse, and where does your creativity come from? Like, do people come to you and say, hey, look, I want this color dress, you decide how you want to make it, because I don't really know. Like,
so
where do you channel
your
creativity?
My clients actually come with a picture.
Okay.
And some of them are very creative, so they come to me with their ideas. But once they get to me and I realize that, okay, what you're asking for, that's not going to work in leather, or what you're asking for, you can't do that.
Because look, that was my next question. Like, have you ever had to tell someone, no, I'm not going to be able to do that? I'm not going to be able to work that out.
Right, and so some of it is about taste too. So people, I've had clients ask me for certain things, and if I don't want my brand on it, I'm not making it.
Exactly.
Go find somebody else to do that.
Exactly.
And I also think if you could buy it online, then go buy it. Because I have a certain price point. Like, I'm not going to dwindle down or haggle on my prices. And I think this is another thing that I've seen online. Other entrepreneurs kind of like, up in arms because friends, family, and even like people who don't know you, because you're a minority owned business, entrepreneur, even woman or whatever, they think that they need to haggle with you over your price,
right?
Or
exactly.
your value of what your product is. And I think that it's unfair, number one, because I was walking past Nordstrom's window the other day, and some of the pieces that I had in the fashion show in July, like they were right there.
Oh, really?
In Nordstrom's.
Okay.
Like circle skirts with the flowers and all that stuff that I had in my show, like is up there, and it's probably $250, whatever. If I asked someone on the street or sold it to someone, they're like, well, no, can I get that for?
That's what I was going to say, but they wouldn't haggle with
Nordstrom's
exactly.
half anniversary.
Exactly.
And you purchased it for $200.
Right. Exactly.
So, I run into a lot of that, like haggling on price.
Wow.
But one thing who was it? Karl Lagerfeld had an interview the other day. And he basically, has these elaborate shows, and he's like, yes, I need waterfalls and I need rainbows or whatever. And he just tells someone, and they make it happen.
Right.
And so he was interviewing with this lady the other day, and she asked him, when you ask for these things, like, do you even consider the cost? What I'm about to say probably is controversial, but
that's okay. That's what we're here for, controversy.
But what he said to her was, I make beautiful things and I want things beautiful, and I don't work for the poor.
Well.
And so that didn't really mean like, okay, I'm looking down on the poor. That means my product, what I put out, I hold it at a certain value.
Exactly.
And I'm not going to compromise.
That's
because you think that I'm less than.
Exactly. He's not going to compromise because he believes in his brand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
my brand is worth what I'm charging for
Yep.
it, and that's that.
Exactly.
There's no haggling. Yeah.
Yep. And I'm not saying, that. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it at that.
Oh, it's okay. No, I understand. So you're eventually you do want to get into a brick and mortar.
I do. Yep.
Okay.
So preferably in DC.
Okay. So y'all listening, all you all realtors, you hear what she's looking for now. All right now.
Yes, I'm a realtor as well, but not a commercial one. I have 3 jobs. Oh, anyway.
And you still find time to build your brand.
Yeah.
That's right.
But commercial, no, I'm not in the commercial space as of yet. So, but I am looking for some space like within like the next month.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Yep. So this is something in the near future.
Yes.
Like immediate future.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yep.
Awesome. So are you doing any fashion shows?
I am going to be doing New York Fashion Week.
Okay.
Last year, February, I was at the fall 2017 Small Boutique Fashion Week in New York.
Okay.
So I will be doing that again in February.
Awesome.
Then we'll be preparing for July again.
Great.
And probably something in between there.
Exactly.
Yep.
Awesome. So how much preparation do you have to do to prepare for Fashion Week? I'm pretty sure that is like.
Right. So basically, because everything is the shows are all seasonal. So in February 2018, it will be fall. You'll be showing for fall 2018.
Oh, okay.
So what you see there in February, like last year, would be more of the fall for the coming season.
Oh, really? See, now that's something that I didn't know. I guess that's probably why I'm in this lane and I'm not in that lane. So I know nothing about that lane.
I mean, so basically what happens is all of the fashion shows that you go to, they're basically for at least 2 seasons ahead.
Oh, wow.
In the
Okay.
future. And what happens is you go to the shows, buyers go to the show, they come out, they see what they want to purchase for the coming seasons. They make their orders. So basically, as a designer, you have to basically fulfill these orders before the season starts.
Exactly.
So they come out to the shows, they do the orders, they give you the orders, you supply it. You come up with an agreement on how many items you're going to
okay.
deliver, and then when those seasons come, you're basically responsible for delivering what you said.
Exactly. So do you have collections also? Like I know at the beginning of our interview, you mentioned about a fall collection.
Mm-hmm.
So what does your fall collection consist of?
Well, the last one, so from this past February, it was actually kind of on target for
Okay.
what the trends are now.
Okay.
70s plaid. So I had basically this fierce, like cream and black plaid, big bell bottom jumpsuit.
Oh, okay.
So that was a 70s.
So are you
plaid.
saying plaids are in?
Plaids are in?
Plaids are in. Okay.
Plaids are in.
Okay.
They are.
Okay.
They are.
Okay.
And also vintage furs. So for those who are, pet friendly, there's so many like faux fur options out there now.
And that's what I was going to ask you. Explain vintage to me. Like, what is the because I think a lot of people get that confused. What's the definition of vintage?
So vintage is really like clothes from a period in time.
Okay.
So you probably wouldn't call 90s
Right. Thank you.
vintage.
Thank you. Okay. Okay.
And I know that there's some babies out there that were born
Yes,
like,
exactly.
in the 90s, and now you're, but no, not vintage.
Okay.
I would say basically probably 70s and before.
Okay.
I would call that vintage.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So you said that the vintage furs or faux furs are in for fall.
Yes.
Okay.
And 70s plaids, but you didn't like that.
70s. So look, so I don't have to feel like a fool if I go out here and get a pair of plaid pants. Doesn't matter.
I was going to actually rock some today.
See, you
but
should have.
I didn't do it.
You should have. You should have. So what's a no-no this fall?
No. Okay, so I saw that fall trends, there's like clear plastic in trend.
I think I've
I
seen
don't
that.
like it at all. What happened?
Wait a minute.
So, those, and hopefully you don't have any.
I don't, so go right on
Those
ahead because I
boots,
can't
the
stand
plastic
them either.
boots, like the boots where you can see the whole toe.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
can't get with it.
No, I agree.
cannot
So that's a
with
no-no.
that.
That's
That's
a
a no-no
Look, he's
in
sitting
my-
over there some right.
I'm like, I don't like that at all. It's bad. Ugh.
Right.
But I'm also, I already mentioned I don't like Uggs. But anyway.
Okay. But they're so warm with
They
me. Oh my gosh, they're
are.
so
I don't know.
warm.
Go on a ski trip and wear them.
Okay, only on ski trips. Oh, so we can wear Uggs, but only on ski trips.
That's it.
Okay.
Or if you wear them, just if they're leaning in the back, don't do it.
Okay.
Right.
So make sure you have on a fresh pair of Uggs
Right.
if
Fresh
you're not
pair
going
of
on a
Uggs.
ski trip.
And don't drive in them because you have that black mark in the back.
Yes,
Just don't do that. So, yeah, if you must wear them.
So what are some other no-nos?
Let's see. Well, the plastic thing. They also had like plastic raincoats. or something
And when you
that-
said plastic, that's what I thought about
Right.
was the
Well,
plastic
yeah,
raincoat.
The boots came to my mind at first because last year people were wearing those things.
Okay.
But, the plastic raincoats, I'm not into that either.
But I saw some cute little raincoats, though. No, not on adults. What about children?
Children can do that.
Chil-
The yellow, like with the red boots, jumping in the puddles. Yes, it belongs in that age group. Yep.
Awesome. Well, there you have it. No plastics this fall. No Uggs unless you're going on the ski trip or unless they're brand new. And please don't drive in them.
Don't do that.
That's right. So I'm going to actually, we got like 5 minutes left. So we're going to go ahead and close the show for tonight.
Okay.
But I want to thank you for coming. This
Thank you
has
for
definitely
having
been
me.
so much fun, so entertaining, so informative, and I appreciate everything.
Thank you.
Where can everyone find you again?
Rebirth of Style. So the
Okay.
Rebirth of Style on Instagram, the rebirthofstyle.com, the Rebirth of Style on Facebook, Rebirth of Style on Twitter. So basically everything is the Rebirth of Style.
Awesome. And you do custom?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So I'm gonna have to get with you because I got something customly that I need made for December. So
Yes,
I'm
everything
gonna
is
have to get
custom,
with you, and I've got a feeling I'm probably gonna start now.
Yes. please.
Yes,
Please do.
yes.
Yes, because I have, I think, two prom orders already.
Look at that, okay.
For May, so I need to get those done early.
Awesome.
And February is my show. So
Oh,
yes, I
okay.
need to get December in now.
So you're going to be a busy little bee. So I need to put my dibs in right now. So again, thank you. This has definitely been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Bridget.
All right, you guys. Thank you for tuning in tonight, you all. I hope you enjoyed the show as much as I did. Again, I want to thank my special guest, Miss Ramia Henderson, with the Rebirth of Style for joining me tonight. You guys make sure that you tune in again next Sunday. Another amazing show is on tap for you. Again, I'll be out and about next Saturday over there with Marcus Jones at the Boxercise fitness program that he has. I'm going to be over there working out with him, doing some boxing with all of them over there. It should be a lot of fun. So make sure you all tune into that. And again, I will see you right back here next Sunday, same time, same station, same Sexy Sundays. I'll see you guys later.
Listen vision, listen vision, DC's #1 recording studio. Oh!